my name is Rosemary. Today I'm coming at you with a card read for the collective right now. Going to do a bit of a different spread, a past, present, future, and today I'm drawn to use the Akashic Tarot. So I'm going to do a drawing on that, as well as I do feel that today would be great to use the elemental as a fourth card instead of just three, past, present, future, um, and see what elements we are also working in today. And if you're out and about today, it is a great Saturday. It's a beautiful day here. I know it's a holiday weekend for people in the States. It's kind of a holiday weekend for also people in north of the border in Canada. So giving a shout out to everybody to enjoy your holiday, enjoy the day. Um, and I already have a few cards that actually popped out. So I'm going to pass this to the future. I'm going to draw one more. And I will show you what I have for the Akashic Records card. This is a past card. Present, future. I have in reverse the Architect, which is one of keys. So a new beginning, but also it seems that it's being hindered if it's in the reverse section or reverse position. And the one of keys actually symbolizes it's a mundane level you could find yourself involved in, a building project or renovating and redecorating your home. So if this is reverse, it's plans have changed or perhaps have fallen through. There may be things that you can't seem to control, or maybe you've lost your belief in your own talent and authority. Even if a particularly large task lies before you, don't give up. It's time to wake up to your power and work the plan. If the plan is in a state of collapse, start a new one, or at least consider some actions that you can take to reclaim your power and start anew. So, this is about reclaiming your power. This is also about breaking old cycles, which has been a big theme. And if you notice, it is July 2nd. It is the second day of the month. It is new progressions going on. A lot of people are breaking karmic cycles right now and breaking out of their old cycles of themselves and rebirthing new ideas. And so in the past, it seems that what didn't serve you, it's time to let that go. It's time to start building something new. And actually, the next card I have is Archangel Gabriel, which is number 3. And usually Gabriel's a messenger. I mean, Gabriel himself is a messenger, but Gabriel's also attributed to, if you're not familiar, again, I do trace back come threads. Gabriel is Mercury or Hermes, and the messenger itself, or even back to Thoth, being of the Emerald Tablets, so a messenger. And number 3 being a divine number, a trinity, but it's also in the reversed section. This would be what's presently going on. So Gabriel appearing reversed indicates that you may be having a difficult time where communication is concerned. You're not speaking out for yourself, or you're filling your own mind with negative words. This could be a life lesson for you and something you've needed to change for a long time. Gabriel is a powerful force that can bring divine love and courage to your expression, and his help is yours for the asking. It's up to you to reach out to this wonderful angel who is always available and willing to help. Let this peaceful yet powerful presence fill you with courage now. The angel has been your friend, has been a friend to your soul throughout the history of Akashic records. It is time of confusion or this time of confusion or disruption in communication is a perfect opportunity to reawaken yourself to that profound friendship and to your worthiness and power to express yourself and speak your truth. So figure out what you need to say, meditate on Gabriel's loving presence, and start to get comfortable hearing your own positive and powerful voice. It's time to speak up, not shut up. Again, this goes with a lot what's going on in the world right now. Again, as I said, in the States, we do have a the Roe versus Wade being overturned, all that being banned, more rights being taken away. It is time to stand up, not shut up. And in this particular now, that's a great message to be more communicative, to actually stand your ground. And in fact, it goes with the future card, which is 7 of Keys, the Ascent, which is also, as I said, balance 7 chakras in alignment, but also ascending yourself. As a future card, this has popped up, and 7 of Keys is again, a balanced card and standing into your own power. So claiming your power back, being communicative. And this goes with the again, the old cycles that were being broken as an architect, things that maybe you built or maybe you haven't finished. Maybe you've started a project and didn't finish it. You weren't you were in your own cycle of not believing in yourself. That's a big step right now, is to believe in yourself on these days. And communicate, open your mouth, speak your truth, let that throat chakra open. So the ascent in this one, this card shows that with great effort and determination, you can apply yourself to your goals for assurances. Though there may be some risks involved, you can reach the top. There could be a promotion or advance to a much higher position coming. Understand, however, that there isn't just luck or external influences, but your own hard work and application that bring the achievement you seek. So keep your effort strong. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights. So this is a card, and actually I want to say, when I'm doing these tarot reader cards, at least when I'm doing them, as much as this is just guidance and advice, and I'm just guiding from what spirit is sending me, what I'm channeling through me from source itself, from the highest version of myself that is connected to source. When I channel these messages through, understand that it is guidance, but those steps that you are taking, those are your steps alone to take. It's going to be different for every person, because every person's path is different. Every person's path is valid that got them into the position they're in today. So every person's path to get out of these positions, are on their path, is different. And take back your power. So even though I may be guiding you, I'm just giving you a message. Again, Gabriel, I'm just being a messenger at this point, and allowing you to do your work, to climb your mountain, to guide you, to keep inspiring you to go on. This is why I do the art. And I'm going to draw an element card and maybe a few other clarifier cards for people so that you're able to see what element are you dealing with, especially in the collective sense. We are at a place where it is time for us to stand up and actually, yes, start shining a light. Let's get if there's BS in something, if something doesn't seem right, especially like a law or what condition that people are putting on other people. If you don't like a person for some reason, if they rub you the wrong way, that is something inside of you that is reflecting. Understand that, okay, why? Go inside and go, why is it that person running me the wrong way? And is it something that they're putting on you? Are people, if it's not, the biggest thing that we can master in the world is ourselves. The biggest thing we control is ourselves in situations, in any situation, is how are you controlling your emotions and yourself. So with that being said, if anybody is trying to put control or limitations onto you, regardless if it's a government, regardless if it's a medical condition, a thought, a pattern, any of those, again, breaking patterns, breaking cycles, then ask yourself, do you stand by and let it happen and watch other people do it? Or do you actually stand up in your power and make those changes? If something's broken, you fix it. If it's not, then continue or refine it or make it better, for not just for yourself, but even for a future. And it's creating this freedom. We came here, born here, having the ability to experience. And if those experiences are being taken from you, even if they're by, like I said, government, other people, other positions, other people trying to control you, your body, what you put in your body, whether that be a vaccine, whether that be an abortion, whatever it is, whether that be just a law saying you can't carry an ice cream cone in your pocket, it's time to end that cycle. I have drawn Rain, which is actually 35, which is 8, which is, again, it's an infinity. It's infinity in itself, 8, but also rain being fluid. And that's actually been I want to say a common message that has been going around, if people haven't noticed, fluidity. We are in a birthing stage in this new world. People are resonating out energy, and one of the common messages I got is the water breaking, like in birth, breaking water, the bubbles being burst, the cycles being stopped, even what was being built that no longer is valid. It's not valid anymore to build paradigms of control on people, and standing in your own power. All of that is coming to a big head right now. It's this burst, like breaking through the layer of the ocean when you breach and you finally can breathe and you're finally able to be yourself, and there isn't that panic mode of, I need this, I want this, I have to get this, I want this house, I want this money, oh my god, I'm going to. Instead of putting all that worry, just let it go, let all that worry go. So I'm going to read to you what rain is, and it is funny because I've been speaking about dancing in the rain in the last couple days. Somebody even just earlier today said they wanted to go swimming, and I said, well, I compromised and went and danced in the rain. I'm not able to get to a place to go swimming at the moment, but I am able to go dance in the rain, and feel it, experience it. One of my biggest things is that I always say is that, can you imagine, even if it was something like hell hitting you, can you imagine though if you never were able to experience it at all? To not even just said, hey, I experienced it. I might not have liked it, but I experienced it and I've learned from it. So this is rain, or fecundity. The conditions of greater prosperity are being met. Know that all will be well. Cleanse yourself of old, outdated views. You have everything you need to grow. Let yourself be cleansed. So the sound of rain on leaves or tin on roof, the sweet smell of rain as it hits the thirsty earth after a hot day, the simple pleasures of life. What I've just been talking about before I even read this card. And again, a lot of times I go with intuition with what the card is. Even as you see the card itself, she is, I believe that is a rune that she's got, but it's also a flower being bloomed, and it looks like a tree trunk. She is being watered. She's ready to bloom. She's ready to burst open. She is sitting in a field and hugging herself, self-love even. So as the waters are their life-giving cycle, and there's more on this, but again, I feel like this cycle, this watering cycle, this growth that is happening, it's letting go of what no longer serves us anymore. Letting old ways die, whether that be something that we've been talking about, hypocritical ways. A lot of people are out here and they talk a lot, but they don't do anything. So what are you doing? I mean, I've seen a lot of, even if you go in our history of this channel, we used to talk about a channel previous to this, EA Arts. There's a few others we were connected to, and they talk a lot about gloom and doom and creating a community, but where is it? What are you doing? You're just talking about it, but where's the change? Where's the go out and talk to people, connect with them? And there is right now a lot going on with people isolating themselves for a particular reason, because we are protecting our energy. There is a lot of what seems as chaos going on. And that is actually just the light. The light is shining on people. And one of the things that we often say is that your light may agitate the demons or shadows within another person. So it irritates them. So when you're talking to somebody gets irritated with you, and you're just being yourself, you're being genuine, you're sending out love, and somebody gets irritated with it, it's not something in you. It's something in within them. And you could take that negativity and say, oh, it's me, and just sit here and go through this rabbit hole of, what is this? Why is it me? Did I do something wrong? Did I breathe wrong? Or you can say, okay, I came here genuinely with an open heart to help. And if somebody is going after me for a particular reason, then there's something in them that is hurting. There's something in them, again, trauma. One of I just briefly read and commented on was somebody saying there's no cure for narcissism. Well, we're not born with narcissism. You're not born a baby with being a narcissist. These are traumas. These are environmental factors, societal factors. They're abuses being grown up that people learn. And when you start to unwind it in your brain about why is it that why does a narcissist always want that attention? Because they don't have their own self. They lack their own self-identity. They lack trusting in themselves. And so they want external validation instead of validating within. And because they're, again, the control, because they're not able to control themselves and their environment and people they're with, or they are seeing something in a negative light. What they do is they exert that control on somebody else because it gives them a feeling, a sense of control when they control something, and that could be a person. So again, they use traits of manipulation to like me, like me, like me. But if you're living in your true in yourself, I mean, even for me, I'm not here to be liked by everybody. It's okay that that people don't like me. It's fine. I'm still living myself. So I'm gonna draw a few more cards to go with this drawing. I'm gonna ask Spirit what they have, and yes, keeping my own energy in a way. Let me keep my energy out of this, even though I resonate out. I have seen my readings go out to later in the day or the next day. I see a lot of people doing the same reads or the same message. But it's okay because we're pulling from spirit. We're in a network. We are connected together quantumly as well. So I'm going to pull a few more cards and ask spirit, what is the best course of action to help us? And I got a few cards actually. And what is the what's the best course of action to help us? And what is a possible solution to help us stay in the now? All right, so I'm not doing reverses on these. So the first one that popped out was reflection. Again, what I was talking about with self-reflection, but also recognizing you're reflecting. Your world is being manifested by yourself. And there is actually an overarching person or source that is actually creating a lot of this and reflecting into it as well. So, and we ourselves, when we sit at 0 point and we're channeling through us at 0 point, we are also manifesting in our space. What is it that we're manifesting? And if you're seeing reflection, that shadow self, again, the moon, are we accepting what's in the mirror? And if something doesn't seem right, if it doesn't fit right, or it's not acceptable, and as if somebody's hurting somebody, I don't know about you, but if I were to go out there and see somebody hurting, I would do my best to help alleviate that situation and not necessarily put myself in danger. But if somebody's hurting another person, it's because that person themselves is also hurting. And if they're not able to get taught or to understand that hurt or go inside and reflect on themselves, that's when, as guiding, as teachers, we come around a different way. A lot of us, a lot of us guiding, a lot of us on our soul journeys. And again, I had 4 other cards pop out. I have making that change. Also, I want to say that this card, and this popped up before making a change. Can you see that the seasons, though, it's going from summer to fall. I feel, and I have noticed this as well, that fall is a big, there's a big message. I keep getting fall coming in, big messages for fall. And I don't know if that was my cat. I don't know what that was. But again, big changes coming in for the fall. And it is a change. It's from one season to the next. It is the summer, the time of abundance into the harvest time, in fall, and time that we start to change the way that we are acting, the way that we are, you're in summer and you're enjoying the sunlight and you're enjoying the outdoors, you're connecting with source in a way. And then for the fall, a lot of us, even in the animal kingdom, they go through this stage of collecting, like abundance. Abundance is a big card to come in, and a harvesting. But also make sure that when you're harvesting, I want to say harvesting, but when you're in this abundance phase, other people that you're connected to that are helping you that you may not realize, connecting to people, building a community in a way. So I feel like this fall is actually going to be something very big in a way, a change. I'm going to read the numbers on this too, because I feel like the number, especially on that particular card, it is really important. Um, and let me grab the book on it. And I have 2 more cards that they just fell out in sequence. So, and change. So I would not be surprised if it's a 5 card, but It's actually a 6 card. So it's a little bit of balance change. And okay, so like the wind, the universal spiral symbolizes change and growth. The spiral is a sacred symbol that reflects the universal pattern of growth, evolution, the goddess, fertility, life force energy, just like the changing seasons, new life is formed after a period of hibernation. So again, like I said, so like a hibernation period. But plants know when to shed parts of themselves, dropping their leaves, branches, and seeds at the precise moment. So divine timing here. Their natural rhythm is synchronized with their environment. I would read more, but I mean walking. Okay, so walking down the road of change allows us to see where you have been and where you're going. So again, with that ascent, which is actually 7, so 6, 7, the perspective can be confronting. Goes with the reflection card. But one should recognize past issues and mistakes to make better choices. These learning experiences require you to let go and surrender to your own divine will. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the archangel and the messenger, but also standing in your own power. And then the architect, letting go of all these past cycles. And we're in this time of change and surrendering and letting go of the fear. And that is in here. Surrender and let go of your fear you have surrounding the change required to ensure a smooth transition. So a transition period, and this is for careers, habits, family, financing, relationships, location, ideas, and beliefs. And I do see a lot of change going on within the collective. And again, the way I can connect through a library, even right now, is opening those doors and actually connecting with a lot of people at the moment. Um, I see a lot of change happening from the summer, this more of this growing phase that we're in, this light that's being shined, the summer sun coming through, and then this transitioning phase into the fall, into more of a union in a say, I want to say in the fall. I do see that. So the other cards that came up, personal power. So again, goes the ascent card, personal power, and actually soul journey, your soul journey, which I mean, I always see the soul journey card as, do you see that it's like a city, a home space, Zion, Jerusalem, whichever you want to call it, but just home. Home is where your heart is. It is that soul journey that we are on. A lot of people are on a journey and they want to be accepted. A lot of people just in general in their life want to be accepted. Um, and taking back your personal power is this journey that we're on. And I'm going to actually read these two as well. But I do see how that is with the Archangel Gabriel, which would be Hermes, which again was Thoth, if you recognize what the Emerald Tablets are, and they tell you about keys, and how those keys play into your chakras, the keys that you're aligning, but also keys in life, the keys of life and death, the keys of finding your path. So with personal power is 21, which is 3. So again, this number 3, this standing in your power with the Archangel Gabriel card. And also with, and this is the sacred power reading cards that I'm using. Number 3. So emotions are powerful and can cause us to feel alone, overwhelmed, and anxious. And if we haven't had the opportunity to express our situation or experiences, a symbol of polarity, of positive and negative, the Siberian tiger asks us to address our personal power issues. The tiger has chosen to visit you today to encourage you to express your deepest feelings, embracing your darkest personal experience and transform it into positive thoughts and actions. So once we decide if a particular experience is good or bad, we then make a conscious decision about what to do next, identifying our method of emotional expression. We either speak up or become neutral, or we don't speak at all. Not speaking up, however, can leave us feeling helpless, placing us in a victim mindset. So speak up. Now is the time to speak up, as Gabriel card said, not shut up, speak up. Take your personal power, your power. People always say the powers that be. Well, are you not a human being? So take your power into yourself. Believe in yourself. And the soul journey one, from the moment you choose to return to Earth in this incarnation, you decided to be a conscious creator of your life's journey. Again, taking control of you. Your story, as you have written it, is held within the records of the Akashic temples and can be accessed, viewed, and experienced at any time. Organized like a library, the Akashic Temple holds the records of each soul's journey energetically within the astral plane. Thoughts, feelings, actions, deeds, past life, purpose, and soul lessons are all recorded within this place. Acting as a spiritual database, every human process we experience is recorded. Events, births, deaths, marriage, and other life events can be reflected upon at any time. Your individual record is protected by your guardians, who ensure that permission is granted and safe access is available at your request. The integrity of the Akashic is never compromised as a result. So, right now, you are experiencing a life lesson. Whatever the outcome, know that this lesson is for a reason, even if you are unaware of it. It is important that you become mindful of your experiences, acknowledging decisions and actions that have led you to this moment. Ask yourself, what is it that I should learn from this situation? How am I affected by it? What can I do that will help me correct these negative course of action? How can I improve my soul's connection to my higher purpose? What can I do to support humanity? While you may be unable to see a way out of your circumstances right now, this will pass and you will soon be shown the reason for a recent event. It is important to recognize the value of your experiences and resolve past issues and patterns from the experience of lessons learned. Co-create a beautiful life with new perspectives. The choice is up to you. Where do you want to go from here? Through the light of God, I ask my will to be recognized by the highest order, guiding me upon my life's journey. So your guides are here with you, and they do protect your Akashic record. And with that being said, I also I hold a library, which is able, when I talk to people, see your Akash, but also see your multiversal potential that you're connected to, and actually use a lot of healing through multiverse. When you go through and you can actually heal or connect with another version of yourself, playing out in another parallel place, and actually take those lessons in as well. It's an actual way to fast track learning, but it also helps heal you individually inside. I'm going to pull one more card or see what spirit wants to pop out. Maybe there's more than one. And this is the Oracle of the Roses card. I do have a few other decks, but today I just feel drawn to use these particular ones. I'm going to draw one card for spirit to give us an overall message, which we can kind of say. And one of them actually overturned. Is there another one? No. Here we go. We have 34-7, the Self, which, here we go. Madame Abel Châtenay rose. It's a type of rose. And this is the Self. Again, this whole spread is actually talking about your soul journey, yourself, control of yourself, going within yourself, believing in yourself, connecting to your higher self, connecting to sources that you're connected to, higher self. So this card, to improve anything at the moment, there should be a greater focus on balancing your own life cycles and patterns. Again, life cycles is also very prevalent in this reading. You may find that you are out of sync with what you feel is normal and whole for you. Things should also become clearer with new information coming your way in areas associated with what you most value in life. The Self understands that to be whole is to accept the change is within your grasp. And then change was also within this reading. And be willing to do something about it. They are constantly fine-tuning the balance between consciousness and unconsciousness, centered around the ego. What are your limiting beliefs? Again, don't limit yourself. So this card represents consciousness, unconsciousness, ego, wholeness, and awareness. It's actually associated with the sign Aries, so a fire sign, this particular rose card. And this overall reading, obviously, it goes with changing. It goes with ending your cycles. It goes with going within, standing up for yourself, taking your power back. And don't limit yourself. When you limit your source that you're connected to, your power source, the source even yourself, you limit yourself. You put yourself in a box. Again, the library that I have access to and was given as a gift as a child, it's different from my Akash. Akasha is your personal library, you as a person, whereas this library actually encases more libraries and multiversal libraries and other dimensional libraries that are inside. Um, and yes, it is a lot of information to hold, but again, it's like a filing. Close doors, filing, close the drawer, and when it's ready to be accessed, that's when it will be there. Or if a message comes in, it's like you got mail, it'll come in. But again, accessing and taking back your power, who you are, going in that self-reflection mode, and realizing that, again, fluidity, change, water, all of these were actually, and water is very, it's been prevalent in a lot of these cards, but those waters of change are coming. Seasons are changing. We did just enter summer a few weeks ago on the 21st, and we are starting to get in the summer months. Go connect with water. Feel that connection, that cleansing. So again, the reflection, cleansing yourself, purification process, getting rid of what doesn't serve you, but also doesn't serve other people. I mean, again, humanity. What are you doing for humanity? And the best thing I can tell people to help guide them, the more you improve yourself, the more you improve your cycles, the more you realize your inner self, your calling, your soul purpose, your soul journey, the more you align yourself with source. And we are going through a time right now where timelines are converging and collapsing into one particular timeline. Again, as I have been saying, there's one space, one particular timeline that does survive. That is why we are all here, and some of us may not recognize that. Some people still have the whole Mandela effect going on. We all came from different origin points, and a particular being source here, was a particular person was able to actually bring us all here onto this particular planet. And we are overlapping. Some of us are not in different observable spaces. And this is why a lot of times people are saying, to keep out of the fear base, honestly, turn off the news. It's a program. It's a news program. Turn it off. You can still watch television shows. Some messages are even in that. Some messages straight from source, if you know how to read it, are in those television shows. However, if you really want to stay out of that fear base and you want to help people, go out and help them. Stop being entertained and entertain yourself, but entertain others in a way. Make your home space, your heart. Home is where your heart is. Home. Resonate out. So go within yourself. Stand in your power. Don't be afraid to, don't close your mouth. Don't be afraid to go out there and go, no, this is wrong. How are we as individuals born here to experience with freedom, real freedom, spirit freedom? I'm not talking about just citizens. We are earth citizens. There's not, once you, again, label yourself, American, Canadian, whatever, African, European, you start labeling yourself, you limit yourself. When you start realizing that we are connected together and we are on this journey together, but you're also, again, and if those don't want to connect, well, then they have a different source, a different path to go on. But once you start realizing that you're connected, that we're not limited, only limited in our minds, only by your mind. Yoda, believe a size that I am, only in your mind. Only in your mind, by relatively speaking, by relation to an atom. An ant is huge. To an ant, a human's huge. To a human, galaxy's huge. It's only in your mind, what perspective you're seeing from. So, I hope this message resonates with you. Take what you can from this. Please leave a comment, or you can subscribe, you can share. I will be posting on Facebook. And if you like further readings, I do 4-card spreads for 11/11. I do half an hour ones for 22/22, and full card spread for, it's about an hour, maybe a little less, 40 minutes, 44/44. I also do soul paintings and paintings in general. I do music paintings. You can actually watch the music videos on here. I push music. And I did learn that from Scott. So if you like healing, because Scott actually does that with healing. He actually heals when he does music. And he is looking for utilize at this point in his space. If you'd like to experience that, the healing he offers, which is beyond anything that I've experienced from anybody else, I encourage you to, as I said, comment below. You could join our Discord. It's a community right now. We're building a school apart, but you can join through there. You can message through Facebook or comment below. Until next time, and I will be doing other reads on TikTok as well. I do have card of the day reads. Until next time, I hope that you guys out there do stand in yourself, call out the BS that's being done. It's time to shine a light in the dark on all of this, and be you.